Debbie, what's the best way to motivate and train millennials in a estate agency and letting agency?
The $50 million question. Right, okay. I think...
Because let's be honest, our negs and our valuers are going to be really in that cohort.
Yes, yeah, they are. I think you have to understand what's motivating them to do the role. You also have to be prepared to be, I think, with people, they want flexibility. They expect businesses to not also be in one place, so they want mobility and things like that as well. So
what's that, multi-branch?
Yeah, it could be multi-branch or just multi. Why does everybody have to be in an office all of the time? In the sense that, and why does everybody have to be confined to 9 till 6? Or you can have some people working slightly later. That flexibility of that as well, and you have to find out why they're doing it and what makes them tick. And I think most of them want, whilst...
Beanbags and free food?
No. No, everybody wants motivation. Everybody wants a sense of a progression. They want to know that they're being appreciated. Yes, I mean, people like myself staying in one company for a long period of time, that doesn't you're not going to see so much of that. But you will see people staying for periods of time if they're being valued, so they're no different to my generation, really, but they've just got slightly different expectations, and they might not want the same sort of rewards. They value things like time and experiences rather than possessions and things like that. So it's very much...
What does that actually look like in an estate?
Well, I think you have to look at any commission or bonus schemes that you're giving. You might have to restructure those. You might have to actually look at what you can do with those to appeal to people.
So almost instead of it just roll the clock back 20 years, it's always commission. Mm-hmm. It might be days off or trip to the spa, that sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. So I think you have to find out what your staff want. What's going to motivate them? I mean,
just ask them?
Yeah, why not? I had staff, and one of the biggest complaints I had, because generally in the sales, your negotiators or you're more commission based, they'd have a basic and they'd have commission. But then I'd have staff that were property managers, coordinators, and they're like, well, why can't I earn some commission? It's like, okay, well, what do you think you should be measured on? What would you like to, in what format? But a lot of them were time. So it wasn't always the commission. Some of it was, but you very much had to, if I did any sort of a prize for a short-term sort of thing, I would offer a different selection so people could choose, because I had sometimes single mums working for me. So for them, depending if it was around Christmas, they want some vouchers, for example, but somebody else would be quite happy with half a day off in time. Or you have to ask your staff what it is that they want, and then design your schemes around that.
I like the idea of asking the staff what they want for like a sales scheme or something. That was any other tips?
You've got to make it. You've got to give them goals. You've got to set those goals and make them stretch. To stretch, but then you've got to support them to actually to achieve it as well. You've got to give them time. There's no point in dangling carrots and then not actually giving them the support, the training to actually get that if it's unattainable.
That doesn't sound much different to 20 years ago when I were a lad.
No, it isn't really. There's so many different things you could do, but it's very much a case of designing the schemes very often based on what you're also trying to achieve. Because if you want lots of rock stars, but then you still want a team environment, then you're going to have to find a balance of how you play that. Now, I did have rock stars and things like that as well, but I made sure the rest of the team felt valued, and there was some sort of scheme there for other people to benefit, so that your super players went out and got your properties, but you had the other people who could deliver everything else, and they were rewarded for it as well. So you really have to focus your schemes on what you're trying to achieve in your business as well. But I think it's about quality.
Thank you.
Thank you.